Right, we're going to do some audio tests. Just let me know what the audio's like before we carry on. Thank you. Just leave them there. Okay, testing. Just let me know. We just started. We're going to do a quick news roundup. We'll do a quick show tonight. It's now just gone 8 o'clock on Saturday, the 18th, I think it is today. So, hello everybody, welcome in. Just going to do a shorter one. Probably do it till between 9 and 9:30. I hope you're all okay. Just doing a quick sound check. So if you watch on the replay, just give me a moment. We're just doing a quick sound check. Let me know if it sounds okay. I have remembered to switch the microphone to the correct one. Welcome in everybody. 10 people. Hello. Hello, Jenna. We've got Cosmic Wartoad. We've got Ted. Hello, Ted. John Westlink. No, we're not doing a. We're doing a news show, Westy. We're not doing a panel. Doing a news show, mate. This is a show. Right, back by popular demand, a news show. And a lot of people asking. Who else have we got in here? We've got Alan Edge, my YouTube husband, Lord Dandy. We've got Lee LC. Welcome in. Right, there's been quite a lot going on in the world. First of all, I just want to say that we will be. Hi, Jenna. My voice is probably going to go because it's still not right. But there you go. We will be live during the inauguration. Now, I need to double check the time. So I think it's going to be, I need to adjust the time on my stream. I think it's going to be around 5 p.m. UK time. Hello, Amethyst, my love. When we get, hi, Andrea. When we get the inauguration here, I think if I'm correct, on the 20th, it is at midday in the US. So I've set my stream for 11 a.m. It's going to be around 4 p.m. UK time. Hi, Susan. How you doing? Still not right, by the way, but thank you, darling. Hello, Nanny love. I've got an ear infection that I've still not got sorted. So that's my bad, my bad. Okay, so we're going to be covering the inauguration. I'm going to be live covering the inauguration. Right, hang on a sec. Hope you're all well. What you all been up to? You had a good week? January seems to be going quicker than normal, but I don't know if that's just me. So we're going to be having a quick look around and see what's happening. Let me know. Can you still hear me okay? Hi, Mr. Steve. Can you hear me okay, folks? Audio okay? I had this flu, Lee, and it went on for, gosh, I don't know, it went on forever. And then I got an ear infection, and I should have gone to the doctors 2 weeks ago, but I didn't. It's my own fault. So today, some of you may know that there's more protests in London today. So we're going to be having a quick look at that. Even though there's a ceasefire being announced, the Palestinian protest group, or whatever they're called, have decided that they want to get another one in before the thing is, right, I can't get my head around this. Now, why do they need to get another one in? That was what they wanted to do. Why would they need to do that if they are they're getting what they wanted? It doesn't make any sense. It literally makes no sense. Hello, welcoming Lynn. Hello, Tajul. Hello, welcome. How's everyone doing? I am having a rough time, Andrea. But to be honest with you, I've always suffered with my health. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Anne. How you doing, my love? Driving to, say you're at Land's End. I've only been there once. Fruit King's in the house. Big up, big up. How you doing? So I'm going to be in and out of chat. So I'm not ignoring you. If you start asking me questions in chat, I'm not ignoring you because I'm currently in and out of chat. Audio very good. Looking forward to the DT Pied Piper update. Nicholas here. Happy New Year. Lily, welcome everybody. Please hit the like if you enjoy the content, or the dislike if you don't. It helps. Though it is difficult to you know, differentiate between trolls and people that genuinely don't like the content, but you know, we kind of work it out after. Right, hello Tomo. Did you ever just open a bag of chips and it's only air? Are you talking about, oh god, my voice is going to go. Are you talking about crisps, as in like not a bag of chips from the chip shop, I'm guessing? Hi, you're right, Fruit King. I wouldn't be upset if you did. Excuse me, Sing Blue Silver. The thing is, right, I got no issue with people disliking, as long as you don't like the content. When people dislike because they don't like you, I just say unsub and move on, you know. I just don't. Oh, hang on a minute. Boys, Gizmo and George, they play fighting. Can you believe this? They play fighting. So, hello, Sing Blue Silver. We will be live on Monday for the inauguration. Let you know if you want to join me, because I'm hoping there'll be some of you here. So the chat box will be open. Excuse me. So my voice is going again. So we will be able to talk about what's happening. Now, there has been some today, some more protests in London. So we're just going to get some footage up of that. Just bear with me a sec. We're going to check on the latest on the wildfires. We're going to be seeing what's happening over in Washington, where people are already protesting about Trump, even though he's not been in yet. Hello, Thick Fires. Let me give you a wrench, love. Hang on. Just check it's you. Yes, it is. Right, hold on. Still, my voice is still croaky. Welcoming everybody. Right, so the first thing we'll look at now, there was another protest today. Now, as you know, this has been let me just hold on. As many of you know, there's been a ceasefire, even though in a minute, hello Terry Knowles Band again, I will be talking about this Netanyahu. I can't say his name. He is already talking about backpedaling on this ceasefire. Now, many of you might be aware or not, I don't know. But the way Thick Fires, you've not been in my streams before. I do all different things, but today's a news show. So if you're coming in waiting for a panel on that, I'm not doing it. I do panels, but just not tonight. I'm doing like a catching up on news and stuff. But you're more than welcome in. But you might think, you know, where's the panel? There went one. West has already been and asked for the link. My dogs are play fighting, my puppies, as you can hear in the background, doing my head in. But you know, what can you do? You can't work with children or animals, really, can you? So today they wanted to get one more protest in, even though the ceasefire has been announced. Now, I don't understand this, right? This is more proof if proof were needed. Okay, Thick Fires. But you're more than welcome, obviously. But just in case you didn't like these sort of streams, I don't know what you like. He's a legend. The first thing he says is link. It's like, well, I can't give you a link. It's not a stream. Well, it's not a panel. Hi, Nikki, love. So they want to protest for the sake of protesting. It's insane. It's just insane. You've got what you wanted, but we're going to get one in quick anyway. So this is some of the stuff that's been happening today. Now, there has been a couple of arrests. I mean, look how gentle they are compared to how they treat people. You've got what? Is it 6 or 7 police officers on one woman, right? But look how gentle. Now, I could literally be sitting here all day showing you clips of how they treat the other side. They get kicked, punched, sprayed, riot shield, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, we get one person who is female from the you know, who's in the right group, shall we say? One person. I can't get my head around it. It's insanity. It's like, the thing is, right, okay, let me just get rid of that a sec. Not streamed for ages, so I'm just getting back into it. Hello, Unity Coin, how you doing? Hi, Candice. Yeah, where's the water cannons? How you doing, Nanny? Making things work. That's the thing. It really pisses me off, Fruit King, because at the end of the day, right, they come in, and if it was like Patriots, they would literally send in the riot shields, the horses, and be so violent. I've seen little old ladies who, during the lockdown protests, who were just standing there being smacked over the head with batons and all sorts. Now, what another thing people don't talk about is during the lockdown, one guy was actually squashed. Well, we don't know what was happening before it, though, Thick Fires. Apparently it was. And the thing is, as well, just to say as well, hello, Lottie, my love, is we didn't see before it and we need context. But also, I have watched hours of live streams from the protests because I used to stream them years ago. And there can be absolutely nothing happening. There can be nothing at all. Hi, Lucy. How you doing? Thinking about you the other day. And they just start for no reason. They literally just start. And the thing is, in London, the Met Police, they are literally told to police one way against one group to the other. And that pisses me off, because once you've got political police, you are no longer in a democracy. You're in a police state. Police should be completely neutral. Now, we don't know what she's done. I would like to try and get a bit more context on that. But I didn't watch it happen live. But during the lockdowns, there was a guy, and it was the very first lockdown, there was a protest in London. Not many people covered it. And there was a guy that was crushed to death by police. I actually watched it on UK Economy. It was extremely distressing. And nothing wasn't on the mainstream media. People think the government is backing the Free Palestine whilst supplied the weapons to support Israel. Personally, myself, I'm just reporting on what I can see on the news. The government do supply too much weapons to Israel, because the current left Labour government are not real lefties. They are globalists, basically, and they're towing the globalist line. But then we've got David Lammy, who is more of a lefty, who wants to stop it. We do supply arms to Israel, and I don't agree with it. I do not agree with it. I don't think we should be arming Israel to go and kill innocent civilians in Gaza. But I also think that the hostages should be released, which apparently they are being released. And Netanyahu, whatever his name is, needs to go. He's a warmonger, So I'm not on either side. Hello, Bex. I try and stay as neutral as possible to bring the news, but then I'll also give my opinion as well. I was kicked in the face when I was an activist, not a protester. I was young and I was distrusting a hunt. Oh, the fox hunting. We should get into that another time, but not now. USA, yeah, they did the Second World War as well, Jenna. That's what they do. But anyway, I digress. So this weekend, everyone's talking about the inauguration. Let me know if you're going to be watching. Even if you're not that into politics, the chat box will be open. I'll be giving a bit of commentary on what's happening. Now, apparently, JD Vance is sworn in as vice president first before Donald Trump. So he's going to be, I think it's 11:30 US time, which will be around 4:30 our time. So I'm going to be setting up the stream for around 4 p.m. on Monday for those of you that want to watch. Now, let me know if you want to watch. If people aren't interested in watching it, I won't stream it. I'll just watch it myself at home. But I thought if people want to watch it, I'll stream it and we can get the chat box open and you can all chat and whatever. I'm standing with the innocent people of both sides. Exactly, Cosmic. Exactly. Now, the Ukraine thing winds me up. So I don't know whether you guys heard the other day. Hi, June. How you doing? Hi, Tone. I don't know whether you guys heard about this the other day, this 100-year partnership. I think it's absolutely shocking. Starmer has now signed 100. Hi, Nikki, my love. Has now signed 100-year partnership with Ukraine. Now, the media did pick up on this a little bit, and when I seen it, I was absolutely shocked to the core. Right, hang on. Let me just see if I can find the actual article. Hold on, because it was from the. I actually got the document from the government website. And I bet you I can't find it now. Let me see if I can do a quick search. You want it on Terry Nell's band again? Well, it'll just be me and you then, mate, won't it, eh? So I find this shocking. But then does anything shock me anymore with this government? I'm just, I get speechless. Let me just see what Kerry's saying. Hang on. About the Palestine situation. The whole Palestine situation was caused by England when we walk away. The only reason we're back in. I don't think it's just that. I personally don't think it's just the oil. I think that maybe once upon a time. It's so complicated, this situation, and I try and. It's a difficult one. With the whole Balfour Agreement. If you go back and back and back and back, you can actually, at the moment, I'm looking into the 12 tribes of Israel and the actual real Israelites. And many people will say that the Azahnaki Jews, which is a lot of the Jewish of today, the European Jews, aren't the actual Israelites. But I don't want to get into that because you can get into a whole new debate on who's the real Jews. I don't want to get into that. But we back them because at the end of the day, Israel and most of the bankers in the US are Jewish. That isn't me hating on Jews at all. It's just not true. It's just a fact that they are. And they supply a lot of money into London and into the US. And that's why you follow the money. Now, that doesn't mean to say that all Jewish people support them. They need a vote in Israel. As far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, they haven't been having the votes because of this constant ongoing conflict. And I don't think he's very well liked, that Netanyahu. I don't know. But we can do a separate stream on that. Hello, Linda, my love. Yeah, probably. Hi, Jack. From 4. Brilliant. Okay, that's awesome. Great. We'll be watching that live then. So this is this 100-year deal in Ukraine. This to me is insanity. But there you go. When I read some of this, like I say, the media have touched upon it. I can't stand Rachel Reeves, Rachel in accounts, as Lee Anderson calls her. I really don't like her. Okay, so I'm going to move on to Ukraine. Now, let's not forget, in this country, we're apparently, they talk about this 22 billion black hole. We're actually more in debt than that, but both sides have caused that. How on earth are we funding all these wars? So we're giving billions and billions to Ukraine, and most of the Ukraine soldiers have been killed now. We've got reserves in there. We've got women on the front line. Even pregnant women have been on the front line. It's all been documented. I've seen video of them getting their uniforms measured for their bellies. It's quite shocking. So a lot of the Ukrainians, they can't actually fire a lot of these missiles, so we're having to send our people in, which I don't agree with. Again, Ukraine is not part of NATO. That was the agreement that it would never become part of NATO, hence why the whole war's starting. But anyway, I digress. So we are supposed to be in a lot of trouble financially. We are giving foreign farmers, I think it was in Africa, millions and millions of pounds to support them to be more green. And when we're taking it off our own people, our own farmers, so many farms are going to go bust in the next few years unless this inheritance tax is completely reversed, or at least looked at properly, because the figures don't add up. The government are refusing to sit down with the farmers. The figures are out. I understand that big corporations are going to be buying land and trying to avoid inheritance tax. That needs looking at. But surely the threshold of 1 million is just way too low. So we've got that going on. We've got pensioners freezing because they've had the winter fuel allowance taken off them. We've got so much going on in this country. We can't afford certain drugs for cancer, and we're in trouble. And yet we are giving billions to Ukraine. We've already given billions to Ukraine, and now we've signed a 100-year deal. So you may have heard it's on the news, like I say, but when you actually get into the crux of it, so we're talking about the military collaboration on maritime. Hang on. Excuse me, I'm still not right, God. God. Excuse me. Talking about the Black Sea, the Baltic Sea and all that. So they're talking about security. Right, okay. They're going to new UK-built grain verification scheme. This got me. They are going to, we are paying from our taxes that can't afford to pay the pensioners. We are going to pay for a track and trace system. Do you remember the last track and trace system that we spent 30 billion on that completely failed and nobody used? Hello, MK Ultra Love. We're going to be paying for the UK-built grain track and trace. We're going to be tracking the grain to see where it goes from Russian occupied areas of Ukraine. You could not make this shit up. We've got healthcare experts, partnerships in technology, whatever that's supposed to mean, healthcare, disease. This is all our money going to Ukraine. Space and drones, okay? Space projects. And build lifelong friendships through classroom projects. Yes, we're going to be swapping the kids over. We're going to be doing some swapping so kids can go and free on holidays. It's insanity. So again, I'm just going to link this so that you can go and check it out yourself. We're not going to have time to read the whole thing, but this is the actual document. This is on the government website, folks. But some of it, when you get into the detail, right, so these classroom projects, okay. Now, it also cements the UK as a preferred partner for Ukraine's energy sector. Listen to this. This is why we're in there, folks. Critical minerals strategy. So that we want to go and mine, which is what I've been saying for a long time. We want to go and take out their minerals because they have a lot under the ground in Ukraine, and what they're calling green steel production. We've got our own special coal under the ground that can make very high quality steel that we're not using because it's not green. But we're okay to go and mine other countries and then ship it or fly it here, which is more of these CO2. It's backwards. All of this net zero rubbish is backwards. Let's not use our own. Let's look good. Let's virtue signal because we're importing it from China and now Ukraine. Now, ensuring they are never again left vulnerable to the kind of brutality inflicted on it by Russia. The thing is, the EU is now just like the Soviet Union. It is, isn't it? It's the European Union, the Soviet Union. It's exactly the same. And the way that we are run as well is very similar to a Soviet-style government. So Putin's ambition to wrench Ukraine away from its closest partners, I've not seen any evidence of this. Not seen any evidence whatsoever, just because the government say it. And usually when the British government are saying something, it's usually the opposite anyway, as well. So we're going through this now. Now, the Prime Minister will join a Ukrainian class, this was 2 days ago, dialing into a primary school in Liverpool today. So he's going to go to a school in Liverpool and he's going to ring a Ukrainian school. Why is he hanging around kids so much? Just saying. Genuine question. Going to one school to ring another school. What? Now they're talking about brighter children in both, brighter futures for children in both countries, fostering cultural exchanges. What culture? What culture do we have left in Britain? We're having it completely eroded. In 50 to 100 years' time, there won't be a culture. There's no culture. We just mix everything in. It's become a cesspool of multiculturalism, and that's not what it was set up for. We brought people over to come in and work and integrate into our system. Not, it's just become like ghettos. Anyway, I'm digressing because I get annoyed. Excuse me. Right, so now they're talking about the hospitals. Okay, I said I'm not going to read it all. You can go and read it. We're going to send specialist doctors there, upskilling Ukrainian. We're going to be paying for the doctors to be trained, and then the Prime Minister will also announce, this is a separate to all the other costs of what I've just been talking about, another 40 million for a new economic recovery programme to unlock hundreds of millions of pounds worth of private lending. So we're going to give 40 million to companies here to then privately lend to Ukraine. Now, what have I been saying for the last 2 years? They want Ukraine blown to bits. They want it completely flattened so that the big bankers, like you know, your Vanguard and all that, have to loan Ukraine money to build it back up again. Therefore, when they can't pay the loan back because they're going to be so poor, they have to give up land. That's exactly what's happening. Let's not forget that America, the USA, all the money from the Federal Reserve is actually from bankers. It's not actually owned by the government. It's owned by bankers. And they want to do the same thing to Ukraine. And the Ukrainian people aren't getting a say in any of this. They've had no elections. It's them that I feel for. So we're going to be giving 40 million to banks to loan money. And then we've got this tiger, they're calling it, triggering investment growth and economic resilience, will reduce reliance in Ukrainian communities on humanitarian support. Now, this is what gets me, this grain verification scheme. It will be launched to track stolen grain from occupied Ukrainian territories. So you've got areas of Ukraine that is occupied by Russia. You've got the Donbass region, the Crimea as well, which is now Russian. So they're saying that people, they're going to say Russians as usual, blame the Russians, are stealing grain from these areas. Now, this new scheme, this track and trace, is following an ask from Ukraine, again, begging bowl out, to the G7 to help trace snatched grain from Ukraine fields under Russian control. So if it's under Russian control, how can they snatch the grain? Can you believe that we are taking family farms away and our pensioners are freezing to death? The coldest winter in over 15 years, as far as I'm aware. To trace some grain in Ukraine, well, Russian control. Who voted for this? Where was this in the manifesto, in Labour's manifesto? This was not in there. It's just insanity. We want their minerals. Excuse me, God. Yeah, but Thick Thighs, by the way, is new into this stream. I know her from other channels. If you can all welcome her in. We have a lovely community here, Thick Thighs. A lot of animal lovers. If you're into animals, I don't know. So, excuse me, God. Ukraine, a country which remains a major supplier of agricultural produce, crucial for food security. So here we go. It builds on the 12.8 billion package of support. Billion. 7.8 billion in military assistance. And 3 billion in military aid until, look at this, folks, as long as it takes. So we're bankrupt. We've got the most expensive energy in the world. Our electricity is more expensive than anywhere else in the world. but we're going to be giving billions to Ukraine. It's insanity. And the British public are not being given both sides. So that's enough of that. That was what I wanted to report on. I say I've linked it in there. I'm going to link it again. Everyone wants to leave the UK, Amethyst, like we do, but it's just the cost, isn't it? So that's the document. It, you know, if you want to go and check it out for yourself, it is literally insanity. I just don't know, and none of us have actually voted on this, as far as I'm aware. So next, I want to talk about now old Starmer, whatever you want to call him, who's never here, has been doing little rounds again, you know, on his plane, which he talks about net zero, and yet he's literally on his plane all the time. I'm sure these could be held in Zoom, all, you know, all these meetings. It is hard. It is hardly. I just keep on thinking there's better days ahead. Were they? Yeah. But apparently that's not as nice as what it used to be, though it's a lot better than here. It was a lot cheaper back then in the 90s to move to Oz and to Canada. So Starmer has been, yeah, that's true. That is MK Ultra. Starmer has been doing his little trips again all over the world. Now, he has been in Poland. Now, Donald Tusk, remember him during the EU, the Brexit negotiations? He is now Prime Minister of Poland. Now, Poland, what gets me is they've kept their culture. They've got closed borders. They are a Catholic Christian country, and they haven't allowed multiculturalism. They haven't allowed the takeover of Islam. There's no mosques and everything. And this is what gets me. Donald Tusk, when he was in the EU, he wanted to open the floodgates to the rest of the world, which then opened the floodgates here because we were part of it under Tony Blair. He's gone back to Poland now and he's fine. There's no terrorist attacks. The crime is low compared to other parts of the EU. And they don't have people, well, they say cars drive into Christmas markets. No, people drive the cars into the Christmas markets. So he's okay, sitting pretty over there in Poland. Now, our Prime Minister has gone over there. And again, he wants to undo Brexit. We shall see now. Here we go. So this was, I think, yesterday he was there. Donald Tusk. Now, correct if I'm wrong, but wasn't he a direct descendant of one of the SS soldiers in Nazi Germany? So it doesn't say it in English, so we're going to have to listen to the translation. So there he is. I cannot stand this man. I still don't know who voted for him. Does anyone know yet? Yeah, he only won like 30% of the vote or something, but I still don't know one person who voted for him. So let's hear what he's got to say. As he talks about not Brexit, Brexturn, the return to the EU.
This is not just about emotions and sentiments.
Can you hear it? Why is there no audio?
I am aware this is a dream of mine. That instead of a Brexit, we will have a Britain.
Britain. Hello, Jane. Hello, my love. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, darling. Yeah, I know it's difficult, isn't it, love? It really is. It's really difficult. Thank you for that, sweetheart. It's nice seeing you on Facebook yesterday, darling. Right, okay. So here we go. So he's talking about a Britain. Hello, Ginger Ali. Welcome in.
I am labouring under an illusion. I'd rather be an optimist and harbour these dreams in my heart. Sometimes they come true in politics. But of course, we need the maximum rapprochement of Great Britain and the European Union. This concerns security, first and foremost, security and defence. I am certain there will be no political hurdles here. Certainly, preparations and talks on other aspects of close cooperation between Britain and the EU are more challenging. However, the Polish presidency will extend patronage over all of these negotiations.
Did you see that then? Little action man. There he is, look, little action man, I call him. He's always going around in his little combats and that. It's just all an illusion. My voice again. Excuse me, sorry about this, guys. I told you I'm still not well. He goes around in his little combats. Hello, rice and peas. And he's, you know, it's like some super little action man who's on the front line, you know, give me some more money. He was a comedian. He played piano with his Winky. He's just been popped in there by the West. He's just a little puppet. That's all he is. It's people are starting to see through it. And whether you like Elon Musk or not, and I'm not a massive fan, to be honest, because he puts chips in brains and stuff. I've got a cuppa. It's one a bit cold. It's because I'm not very well still. It's my own fault. I should have gone to the doctors 2 weeks ago. After that flu that Al had, that Jack had, 4 times we've all had it. Hello again, Lottie, love. It's in my ear, got a really bad ear infection, and I should have gone to the doctors, and it's my own fault. But I hate going to the doctors. I avoid it like the plague. I just topped up all my vitamins and tried to get over it myself, and it's not gone. So I'll get there. I'll go doctors on Monday. It always gets worse on a weekend. Hello, Sue Scott. No, 64. You don't look it. My YouTube husband. So I don't know how you guys feel. I had one last year, and it's just come back. They gave me a spray last time, antibiotic spray. I need actual tablets, I think. It's on my chest as well. How do you feel about a Brie turn? A Brie turn, not a Brexit. We're not having a Brexit. We're having a Brie turn. So we're going to be coming back into the EU. Let me just get a poll running. Just give me a moment. I've got to set this up. Just pause that. You might hear me talking. Hang on. There you go. So let's get a little poll going. How are we all doing, by the way? Let me all know. What have you been up to just while I'm setting this up? Where's the poll button gone? For fuck's sake. There used to be a little button here for polls, and it's disappeared. Hello, AI. Hello, Bear. How you doing? Good to see you. Are you new? Welcoming any new people as well? I can't see the poll button. It's vanished. So unless YouTube's got rid of it during live streams, it's disappeared. But there you go. So what do you think? Do you think that we should be returning, or, you know, did you vote for Brexit? Do you want Brexit? Do you think that Brexit was a mistake? Was, you know, it's insane, isn't it? I was Cromwell Bear. Oh, hello. Have you just changed your name, Cromwell Bear? What else is going on in here? AI's here, my hubby. So we can all say hello to AI. Get some honey made as local as you can. They make it locally here, yeah. Yeah, Alan Edge's birthday tomorrow. I need to make a video, don't I? So yeah, I don't think I'll be live tomorrow. I can't do 2 in a row at the moment. I'm not very well. So we're going to be talking next about it's going to be the inauguration, as you know. So we're going to be talking about that a lot. But I don't know how you guys feel about this. Now, I find this quite concerning. We're going to watch a 1 minute interview, sorry, 1.5 minute interview with Mr. Bill Gates himself. And he is going to be talking about how he is very happy that Donald Trump is coming in. Now, I don't know what you guys think. I'd like to hear the Trump fans on this. Now, the reason why I like Donald Trump is because I think he's funny, right? We had no wars under him. And he's funny, he trolls the media, and whether you think he's part of it, is a shill or not, he makes the lefties go into meltdown. Do I think he's the savior? No. Do I think that he's the Antichrist? No. I try, he makes me laugh. The world will be funny. I like him in that way. But do I think that he is part of the whole thing? At the end of the day, he's a capitalist. He's not a globalist. He cares about making money, and he cares about his country. He loves his country. But this is quite concerning. So this is Mr. Bill Gates. Let's listen to what he's got to say to this journalist.
Yeah, I had a chance to go have a long and actually quite intriguing dinner with him.
What did you discuss? What was intriguing?
Well, we touched on a lot of things.
This was yesterday, by the way. This is a Wall Street Journal, guys. This is new.
So it was over 3 hours. To my surprise, it was, just he and I. His helps manage things for me, Larry Cohen. So the four of us sat there, and it was quite wide ranging. Global health's the area that I work in, and such amazing things have happened and can happen there. I spoke a lot about HIV and that the foundation's literally working on a cure for that. We're at an early stage. And so, he, in the COVID days, accelerated the vaccine innovation. So I, was asking him if maybe the same kind of thing could be done here. And we both got, I think, pretty excited about that. We talked about polio, where, we're very close to getting that done, but if you stop, it'll spread back. And so I explained why it's been tough in Pakistan, Afghanistan. We've had cases show up in Gaza. We have cases in Africa.
Hi, Richard. Welcome in. We're just looking. This is Bill Gates. This was I think yesterday it got posted. The last couple of days. This isn't old. He has had a 3-hour meeting with Donald Trump to talk about the vaccines for polio and for up and coming things. Now, if Donald Trump is going to get rid of all this, and clear the swamp, why is he having meetings with Bill Gates about fast tracking the jabs for other things? What's going on here? How do Trump supporters feel about this?
He was fascinated to hear what he could do to maximize the chance that during the next 4 years that incredible milestone will be achieved. I felt like he was, energized and, looking forward to helping to drive innovation. I was frankly impressed with how well he showed a lot of interest in the issues I
So there's two things going on here, right? Now, one could be that Donald Trump has met with him. He likes him. And he's playing everybody. Okay. This isn't what I'm saying is happening. I'm saying this is one of the theories. One of the things that could be happening here. Right. So Donald Trump loves vaccines, loves Bill Gates, has no intention of clearing the swamp or whatever he says. Or two, another thing could be happening is that he has met with Bill Gates. It lasted 5 minutes, and none of this actually got said. If he is paying him, then he's part of it, then, isn't he? MKUltra. None of this got said, and Bill Gates has been told to go on record, say all this happened, so that the people that support Trump will turn against him. Now, I can't do a poll because the poll button's gone for some reason. YouTube, why have you got rid of the poll button during live chats? Please bring it back. I don't know which one it is. I'd like to know your thoughts. Is Bill Gates just making all this up? Or do you think that Donald Trump has really had a conversation, a 3-hour meeting with vaccines? Hi, Barry. How you doing, mate? What do you guys reckon? Let me know if you're watching on the replay. Big up the replay crew. Let me know. Yeah, I'll do a poll after. I've put one out earlier about Elon Musk as well. If you haven't voted in my community page poll, please get over there and vote. Now, Elon Musk wants to make Europe great again. He wants to be doing a mega. Okay. Now, I wanted a mega, but mine was make England great again, because I am an advocate for England, right? Scotland for Scotland, England for England, Wales for Wales, and Northern Ireland for Northern Ireland, whatever. I think we should have an English Parliament. We get rid of all the Scots and the Welsh out of Westminster, or keep Westminster. I don't care. We'll have our own in the middle of the country for England. We need to make England great again. More people live in England out of the UK than anywhere else. We can't fly our flag. We fly the St. George Cross. We're called racist. Unless it's a football match, we're allowed to talk about England. I want to make England great again. And that's why I was a member for the English Democrats for quite a number of years. But it's pointless now. They're not doing anything. Robin Tilbrook is just, there's not much happening now. And then they got into bed with Britain first. So that went out the window. But we do need to make England great again, because we've lost our identity, you know. Morris dancers, who does that now? They do it where I live, but not many places. Anyway, so I wanted mega. Now, Elon Musk has decided that he wants mega too, but he wants it to be make Europe great again, which is also a good mega. So he wants to say that he wants Europe to start loving itself again, you know, be proud to be a European. And another thing, what people may or may not know, is the white person is actually only like 7% of the world. We are a minority. And that is including some of the Syrians as well. So if you take that out, some of the Syrians are like olive skinned. So if you talk about just Northern Europe, like just Northern Europe, pure white, like blonde hair, blue eyes, whatever, you're down to around 2% of the world's population. So who is the real minority? And we're taught to hate ourselves. Can you imagine any other minority in the world that is so small? I'm going to talk about that in a minute, Jenna, darling. That our population is, you know, so small, and yet we're taught, hello Julius, we're taught to hate ourselves. It doesn't make any sense. None of the politicians are talking about this. None of them are for England. It's always about UK. I'm English, then I'm British, but England first. And I don't hate the Scots, and I don't hate all the other countries either. They should have their own identities. The Scots deserve to have their identity, and the Welsh and so on. You know, let's come together as a little club, but let's have our national identity as well. That's how I feel. Now, this council thing is an absolute farce. I think it's going to backfire on them. So some of you may not be aware, some of you may, that councils in England, Labour want to merge them. So they want to get rid of parish councils, county, and they want to make it all under one big council. It's wrong, in my opinion. Now, the thing is, right, if just going to use my local area as an example, we have a parish council, the town council, then you've got the county council. And whenever these developers who are building all over the Greenbelt where I live, by the way, our population here has gone up by considerably. The local level will say no, then it will go to the council, then it will go and they'll say no, and then they'll go to the government and override it. So what they want to do is literally get rid of all the parish and all the local people in the council and put it all under the big council, merge them all up and have mayors. This is another EU idea. It's what they want. They want England split up into like little zones, little ghettos. Hello, Space Cat. That is what they want. Hello, Anglo-Saxon. How you doing, my friend? My Anglo-Saxon brother from another mother. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. Good to see you, mate. They want to get rid of our identity. And when people say that Anglo-Saxons don't have an identity, hey, Space Cat Love, it's so wrong. We do have an identity. They're just taking it away from us. And if you talk about this, you're classed as racist. Look, guys, I don't mince my words. We are allowed to talk about where we come from. I want everyone, no matter where you come from, to be proud of where you come from. That is a case that I will be covering, Julius. I will be covering Jack Sullivan. He's still missing. He's been missing it's got to be coming up to a year now. I don't know. It's a long time. I will be covering that separately. So this mega, now, I do think it's a good thing, though. But there's nothing wrong with being from mixed origin, because at the end of the day, everyone comes from some sort of mixed origin. Hi, Jeffrey. You know? So I think mega's a good thing. I think, obviously, I would prefer it to be Make England Great Again. But I do think as Europeans, Europe has got a major identity crisis going on. And we're taught to hate ourselves. And the thing is, it's been going on for that long now that we've got to the point where we're in crisis. They're not having enough babies. We'll be gone in about 100, 200 years. We'll be gone. And that's just a fact, you know. And people should be able to talk about this without being called names. But let me know what you think. If you're watching, you know, if you've done your ancestry. I never got around to doing mine. I want to do it. I want to do a DNA. I want to know exactly where I come from. So intrigued on this. So my family have done it, and we go back to 1600 and we're still English. So before that, at some point, there's no records, goes back to as far as we can go. So as far as I'm concerned, I am Anglo-Saxon because they've gone back as far as they can. But everyone should be proud of where you come from. Doesn't matter where. Whether you're black, blue, pink, green, doesn't matter about your colour. Proud of where you come from. Everyone is told you can be proud of where you come from unless you come from England. Oh, then you're racist. It's insanity. So, Nicola's Irish. Space Cat is from the Galactic. I'm a Galactic Gargle Blaster. There you go. Whatever that means. The number 42. You'll be setting your channel up to right. Anyway, so there we go. It is less than that. It's 7. I think it's 6 or 7% with the Syrians in. Northern European is something like 2%. I just don't understand it. Yeah, I've been back. They've gone back to, like, I think it was 16th or 15th century. We were still English. But I want to do my DNA. My dad was a war baby, says Lucy. Lucy, I need to talk to you about Panther. I'm ready to talk to you about this plan to help him. Hello, Gina, my love. Do you know what, Gina? I keep saying I'm right. I'm not. My voice keeps going. Once I get these antibiotics for this infection, I think everything else will clear up, my chest, everything. My own fault. So excuse the voice, guys. Right, how long have we been on now? 53 minutes already. I want it to be done in an hour and a half at the latest because I've got a few things I need to do tonight, and then I want to settle down and watch From. Who's watching From, guys? From season 3. Now, if you have Sky, you can download the whole 10 episodes. So they're releasing 1 or 2 a week. Yeah, I'll send you a message, Lucy. I want to talk to you about this plan I've got for you. Has From got another series? Right, so From series 1 and 2, there's a series 3. It got released last summer in the US. It finished in, was it October? It's finished now. We took a long time to get it. We've got it. Sky have got it. I don't know who else has it because I have Sky. And they're releasing 1 a week. They released 2, then 1 a week. But because I've got Sky, you can download future episodes. So there you go. What's From? From is like the new Lost. Yeah, if you haven't watched From, it's amazing. I'll give you a really quick backstory because it's a new show, but I just can't stop talking about it. So we're on season 3 now. Basically, this family, mum and dad, daughter and son, are driving to go to another place on holiday. Now that's it. Now it's owned by Sky. They're going to a destination on holiday or whatnot. And they come across this road. There's a fallen tree. Then they turn around. There's all weird crows, and they end up in this little town, tiny little settlement. And there's people there having a funeral. And when they get there, they then realise that nobody ever leaves. They say, right, we're not staying. They carry on driving, and they keep coming back to town again. I love mysteries like this. So they drive out the town, come back to town, drive out the town, go all different directions, come back again, walk out of town, come back again. The people say to them, nobody ever leaves. You can't get out. Does that sound intriguing, guys, who haven't watched From? Then the next weird thing is, of a night time, ghost monster things, just like normal people, come and get you and kill you and rip you to pieces. How lovely. I love horror. And you've got to hang a talisman, but they've got these little talismans on your door. So if you've got a talisman hanging on your front door, they cannot come in the house. Okay? They can't come in the house. It's out on Sky. If you're on now, you're going to get one a week, though, I think. I don't know. So this is really good, okay? So the first 2 seasons you can download from, I don't know where, but I don't know where you would get it if you've not got Sky on that. So you hang this talisman on the door of your house. Now, of a night time, these things, they look like humans, but they turn to monsters. They knock on the door and they will be going, hi, hello. And they'll have a lovely soft voice. And then you open the window or the door and they come in and rip it to pieces. Hello, Hawkeye. So if you hang the talisman, they can't come in. It's got the black guy from Lost. Yes, he's a sheriff. So that's how it starts. I'm not going to get into anything else, but it is really, really good. I watched it from day one and I loved it. So it's now being called The New Lost. Season 3 is out and season 4 is in production. So there you go. It's like Lost. Anyway, shameless plug for From just happened. It's really good. That's a story from the Bible. It could well be. I am getting into my Bible. I am currently starting the Book of Enoch. Nice to try and fall asleep with it. Well, that's the thing, you see. I love it. Now, I loved Lost at the time, but I used to piss me off the once a week thing. It's like Severance is starting on Apple TV season 2 after 4-year wait. I'll wait for them all to come out. I can't bother with 1 a week bullshit. Do you remember back in the day when we had like a great show like Lost and it was all waiting once a week? Then they bought Netflix out and Netflix let us binge series and we could never believe. Oh, hello, New Hope. They don't send notifications out. It's ridiculous. They do it all the time. We used to get like 200 people in, but it doesn't matter. You know, if people, hopefully people watch it on the replay, you know. But YouTube do piss me off sometimes, but there you go. Anyway, welcome, lovely jubbly. Guys, hit the like if you enjoy the content. I know I've digressed from news, but you know me, it's a catch-up and a news show. Yeah, the VHS to record it. I remember those days as well, Space Cats. I remember Betamax. Now I'm really showing my age. So anyway, From is really good, okay? Really good. I'm starting the Book of Enoch. I will be looking into the Deep Sea, is it the Red Sea Scrolls or the Deep Sea, some scrolls on the other channel. I've also been researching the Ethiopian Bible that includes the Book of Enoch. The Book of Enoch is not part of the Bible. They left it out. Now, the Book of Enoch is in the Ethiopian Bible. We're only taught about the King James Version that is heavily filtered. Cannot imagine waiting all week to watch. Yeah, well, we did that. I've done that before on Apple. They're doing that. Apple started it and Disney started it. And I think Amazon started it as well. And now Netflix are doing this they drop like half or something. It's going backwards. Anyway, I digress. So we're going to be having a quick look at some more stories. I'm going to try and we're going to get a quick catch up on the wildfires. I wonder why it's not letting me do a vote. A poll thing. There used to be a button there saying start a poll and it's gone. What a knobby thing. Right, I'm talking to yeah, my ear is so painful. Hi Susan. I love a stream just on Bibles. I'm not knowledgeable enough on them to do it though. That's the thing. Dead Sea Scrolls. Have you changed your name, Susan? Because you used to have a wrench, didn't you? Or are you a different Susan? Are you the same one that used to come in before with a different name? I intend to bring some interesting. Are you still moving to Luxembourg? Have you been in before, Susan? Are you new? Okay, so we're going to be having a quick catch up on the wildfires. Now, the wildfires, there's hurricanes coming in now, right? Hurricanes. It's so worrying because the 27 people so far have been killed. And the government, the US government are actually paying now for all of the, the aid and the rebuilding. But no one's talking about the Carolinas. No, never had a different name. Oh, okay, Susan Swandin. I love it. So I want to talk about why is no one talking about the North Carolinas? They've flooded. There's thousands without homes, and all the US government are doing is talking about California. Why is that? You got to wonder, haven't you? Because it's all the lefties. But we'll have a quick look at some footage from California, just so you can see the extent of this, and even the fires that are starting to be contained. The hurricanes are coming in now. They've had 35 people have been arrested so far for starting this fires. It's no, I don't want you sleeping now. You want about the animals, guys. The animals. No one's talking about the animals. Look at that. No one's talking about the animals. I don't understand why. Like, I'm literally lying awake at night thinking about the animals. It does look like hell. And they are talking about, it is literally the apocalypse there. It is like the apocalypse. Is this prophecy? Is this coming? Is this actually happening now? Is prophecy becoming real? You're talking about the floods, Jenna, love. I feel so bad for the people of the Carolinas who are really struggling with floods, and the mainstream. Now, both are horrendous, but I think with the wildfires, it's the animals. I think it's a created event as well. And the thing is, it is Babylon. Babylon must fall. California is Babylon. It is. And even the Hollywood sign, they reckon's going to burn. So, but what gets me is some of these film stars, their mansions have survived. But I think you're right. I really do. Now, there could be two things happening. It could rebuild better and get rid of all the Hollywood crap, or it could be is it going to turn into a smart city? You know, North Carolina. Hollywood is moving to Vegas. I know, Amethyst. I can't deal with it. It's keeping me up at night. It's you know, they've arrested 35 people so far who have been caught setting the fires. Why is nobody questioning why there were people setting fires? There's looters. Again, that shouldn't be happening. 37 likes, guys. Hit the like if you enjoy the content. I know they don't. And the thing is, there's footage that I cannot show you, and I will not show you to highlight the animals. It's too upsetting. When I see it, I get really. I don't want to look at it. It will come up on my. It'll come up on my Twitter. I want to eventually start moving over to Twitter a lot more, to be honest. Right, so this is a story in The Sun. And this is about that Shamima Begum. And apparently this is the ticking time bomb, firebombs and cutthroat kids. Shamima Begum camps breeding the next ISIS generation, hell-bent on unleashing terror on West. So the warning, this is what these children are up to over there. Just a quick warning if you don't want to see these children.
Welcome to camps Al-Hol
Acting
and
like
Al-Roj in northern Syria, the fates of which remain uncertain after the fall of tyrant Bashar al-Assad.
Now, they're calling him a tyrant. They're doing it again. He's no more tyrant than the rebels that are now running it. Look at what they did to Iraq with Saddam Hussein. Look at Libya with that. What's his face? Gaddafi. Is it Gaddafi? The West get rid of these leaders and then they put worse ones in. I'm not going to watch it all. It's 11 minutes. But
it is warned these stark detention centres are now the breeding ground for the next generation of the bloodthirsty cult. Senior camp official Rashid Omir said, "They are saying it was ISIS who liberated Damascus, and soon they will be coming here. And then they want to spread to Europe, to Africa, and then to everywhere." The two sprawling sites hold a total of nearly.
This is the religion of peace in full play.
60,000, including ISIS fighters, families, and children. At least 6,000 Westerners are still held among them, including infamous jihadi bride Shamima Begum, the 25-year-old from London.
Can you get out?
You know her now. I've seen like interviews with journalists who have actually been and sat with her for days, and they've all said how fake she is, that they've watched her put on tears for other journalists that are coming to see her, and that she's a complete psychopathic narcissist, and all of this, it's all a ploy to get back. Now, I can understand Donald Trump saying you should take your own back. We ain't taking no one back unless the others take theirs back. And at the end of the day, she's dual nationality. What is she? Bangladeshi, I think. Why don't they fucking take her back?
Out, please. I don't want to talk to you.
Can we talk to you?
No, get out.
Is that you, Shamima, yeah?
Yes, can you get out?
Can we speak to you?
No, I didn't say that you can come in here.
No, we're not in the tent, so we're outside.
Give me my space.
I'm from Britain as well. Are you missing Christmas in Britain? Oh, well, Merry Christmas. Another Christmas era.
Extremism is warned to once again be fermenting again, including the return of disturbing practices such as child marriages. There is a generation being raised who have known nothing beyond the twisted rule and warped education of ISIS. Exclusive video shows the camps beneath the clear and cold Syrian skies in late December. Walking through, you see ramshackle tents, market stalls selling fruit and veg, and most women and girls wearing full-body veils. Villages of makeshift tents are divided up with metal fences, porter-cabin-style guard posts, and bare concrete facilities. Documentarian and ex-soldier Alan Duncan shared footage inside these two camps with The Sun as he visited over Christmas.
Hey, Carlos.
Oh, that's the annex. That's where the Westerners are held. place has changed a bit. Definitely more security.
Husky.
You're holding the most
Gizmo, up.
some of the most evil
He's
people
gonna.
in the world.
If
in
he
here.
sleeps now, he'll be up all night. No, no sleeping now. Go to bed when Mummy goes to bed. Come on, up. Oh God, they're both asleep. So anyway, I've linked the thing. We're not going to watch the whole thing, right? But this is the camps. That's in Syria, and there's some in Iran, I think it said. I'm gonna have to go for a wee in a sec, but I'm going to end this soon anyway. I'll wait till I go. Come on, boys. They're asleep. They want Al's coming now. Up. Come on. Because if we used to let them sleep now, and then they'd be up at like midnight, and they'd be running around for hours, and I'm not doing it. No. Come on, up. You can sleep in a bit. You've been on a nice routine. They've had naps this afternoon. They're not like they're deprived of sleep. They've been napping all day. Now they need to, run around and burn some energy. Come on. All he's done is put his arms up for a belly rub. That isn't getting up, Mama. Right, okay, so we're looking at some other news now. It's all doom and gloom, isn't it, folks? This is why I lost the will to live, doing these streams, sorry, because it's just so depressing, isn't it? My dog. Right, where are we now? So there's a big march going on. Let me just find the before we do that, I just want to show you this clip here. It's only a very short clip. And I just want your thoughts. I would like to have done a poll, but I can't. Now, the Turkish police have today arrested an OnlyFans model. Remember, Turkish is a majority Muslim country who planned to sleep with 100 men. She's been arrested today. And I wanted to know what your thoughts were. Yeah, that's why I try and... The thing is, when I'm doing a news show, I try and keep it as light as I can, even though it's depressing stories. I'm doing my best. But yeah, this is only a few seconds, but this is an influencer. There's no sound on this one. She's been arrested today, been dragged off because she wants to sleep with 100 men through her OnlyFans. 100 men in one day. Sorry, I meant to say. Now, I will say this, though, for the Turks. Now, it's an Islamic country. Look at the coppers. Now, she's got a thingy bob on. Look. Isn't she? Right. She hasn't. She hasn't got a thingy bob on her head. So, the women are definitely a lot more freer over there. They haven't got hijabs on. They've got looks like makeup on and whatnot. It's just gone back to sleep again. Now, what do you think of this? There's a man there who must have been one who was about to sleep with her. And, she wants to do 100 men in one day. Now, she's been arrested. Now, I don't know what the details are yet of if she was charged or whatnot. I need to get an update on that. But what do you think? I find it awful. And there was one woman who was on the news the other day. She did 100 in one day. She wants to break the world record of 1,000 men in one day. Now, the record is apparently like 900 and something, and she wants to break the world record. Now, 1,000 in one day, you wouldn't have much time, would you? You'd literally... Now, what do they class as sleeping with? I think it's disgusting. It is absolutely disgusting. OnlyFans has literally allowed anyone... they don't have to use their brain whatsoever. Anyone with a nice body can just go and make $1 million now. They can just go and make $1 million, 2 minutes max, says MK Ultra. Did you see? Did you see a no? Oh God, I agree, Mr. Steve. It's demons. Insanity. Is she okay? Okay, gross. Yeah, I just find it I just can't get my head around it, you know. So they've arrested her in Turkey. Excuse me. So I don't know. I'll get an update obviously when it comes in. She's done for now. So I just want to quickly cover. There's a march in Washington. Let me just see if I can get some footage from Washington. I did put it all the stories I want to talk about tonight. I'll get you something to eat in a minute. You want to order something? I need a wee. I do. Well, when I come off, I'll see. No. Right. Did anyone buy a Trump coin today, by the way? Now, if you bought one when it launched at 4 a.m., right, they were 18 cents. Somebody bought £1 million, $1 million worth, right? They bought $1 million worth this morning, and when they woke up, that it was worth 150 million. Now, I bought one, but a couple of hours ago. Could only afford one because when I bought it, it was 27 bloody quid. Let's just see what's it at now. This is the Trump meme coin. Yeah, it's lost money already. Yeah, it's now at £22. I paid 27 for mine, so it's jumping back down again because every bugger's selling it. Back live, Penny, you sound so much better. I wish I was, mate. I really do, but thank you. I see my ear. I'm completely deaf in my right ear. It's all infected. My voice keeps on going. I'm going to have to go for a wee in a sec, and I might as well just wait till the stream ends. Now, I just want to show. Let me just see if I can find it. Yeah, let me know if you bought a meme coin, a Trump meme coin. I would say everyone's selling it now. Buy it and just leave it. Just forget about it, you know, and leave it, because I know this sounds depressing, but one day Trump is going to die. Yeah. And when he does die, I'll probably go through the roof. And I don't want to, I'm not talking about in a nice way, anyone dying. I don't want him to die, but you got to think ahead. You know, his inauguration, it's going to go through the roof. Any big events involving Trump, this meme coin will go through the roof. I cannot find this. Here we go. I found it. Right. So this is Washington, D.C. today. All the lefties are out having a meltdown. Yeah, I'm just going to sit on it. It might crash to nothing, though. It's a meme coin, you know. Yeah, I know. I wish I'd bought it at like £1, but when I seen it, I didn't realise how low it had actually been. And, you know, I'm a bit skint now, but, you know, I've thought to myself, look, put it to one side. It might be worth, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin was like 30 quid when it came out, and now look at it. It's worth £80,000. Right, so this is they're always white liberal, aren't they? These left in my voice is going. Excuse me. What are Jimmy Carter's, Carlos? Okay, so they're always white. They're always liberal lefties. I've noticed this. It's the virtue signal again. Like, black people voted for Trump. Hispanics voted for President Trump. It's always the white liberals, champagne socialists crying. So which is revolt? Okay. So this is happening today in Washington, D.C. Thousands gather at Washington March as Trump prepares for inauguration. Now, Trump, it's usually outside. Now, as you know, the Biden inauguration was done without any people watching whatsoever. They blamed it on the plague, and it just had the army there. Now, I've watched footage of where somebody was on the roof filming it, and he wasn't even there. It was like a hologram. I don't know if you believe that or not. So they're all upset. Several groups are gathering under the banner of different issues, though organisers say they are unified in confronting Trumpism. Now, this is democracy. Whether you like it or not, he had a massive mandate. He won all the 7 swing states. He won the popular vote. He won everything. He won both houses. So these people that are moaning now are going against democracy. So they're all crying. So it's going to be indoors due to the cold weather. It's going to be like -15. So let's have the BBC. So they might strike.
The march, as you can see, has now reached.
So what I'm going to do is put it right in the background like that, because they don't like us showing their stuff.
And this is a broad coalition of groups representing a wide range.
Look at it all. It's all frozen over. Look, that's why it's inside.
Hate won't make America great. We will not be silent.
They're all white. Look.
Few people can doubt that this is now a deeply divided country on the brink of radical change.
Right, so this is the BBC, a deeply divided country on the brink of radical change. No, it's called democracy. Democracy. It's freezing, yeah. And people are saying that he shouldn't have got it indoors and whatnot. Look. Who's saying his ear was fake? Sorry. I didn't see that. I'm only catching bits of chat. So everyone's buying their merch. I'm just having a quick look now. You've got to be careful with the BBC. They do not like anyone showing any of their clips. Who's saying his ear was fake? I didn't see it. Now, another story that's coming out now is this Netanyahu, who is a clear warmonger, the Israeli PM, who, as far as I'm aware, correct me if I am wrong, they haven't had elections there. The dogs are asleep again. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to go in a sec, guys. He's now saying, even though there's a ceasefire, that he reserves the right to resume fighting. I just find this shocking. I really do. This guy does not want a ceasefire. He is a warmonger. And again, this is nothing against Jews before people go, oh, it's anti-Jew. No. Many Jews don't like him. Oh, I haven't got an account. I'm not having a fucking account. BBC account. So the first phase of the ceasefire is due to start at 8:30 in the morning, 6:30 GM time. Okay, 8:30 Israel time. You can't share it on here, darling. Not in YouTube. Only the person who's doing the show can. So he's saying that if he wants to, he can restart at any time the fighting, even though it's a ceasefire. All right. He said Israel will not move forward with the truce until it receives the names of the first 3 hostages. Fair enough. Okay. The mediator Egypt says that Israel will release. Look how many people going about the hostages, right? Look how many hostages Israel have of Palestinians. 1,890. They're going to release that many in exchange for 33 hostages. Why have Israel got that many hostages? So far, according to these figures, in more than 46,800 Palestinians have been killed. And more than a third of those are children. It is a really complicated war, and too many people get involved, and they were so far supporting one side over the other and won't listen to the other side. I try and listen to both sides. You know, I try and be fair, and there is so much wrong on both sides of this. But I do believe that he's a warmonger. Right, I'm going to have to go, guys, because I need the loo. Hi, Stephen. I'm literally ending it now. I'll quickly do one more story. Really quickly, this is... so I'm going to wee myself, guys. And that can't be good, can it, really? Right, Baba Vanga, do you remember the blind lady who was getting everything right? She had her predictions for 2025. So now we're going to see if what she's saying for 2025. Oh, okay, Lucy. Oh, you're on my Facebook, darling, as well. So let's have a look at these predictions. Don't forget as well, the planets are going to line up. I'll probably make a really quick video on my other side. Such a lovely chat tonight, Penny, guys and girls. Oh, no, it's been great, MK Ultra. Dipping my toe back in. Full list of Baba Vanga's predictions. Yeah, the planets are going to align, but I'll put something on the other channel for that. 2025, after eerily accurate 2024. After making some shockingly accurate predictions, she did, if you remember, she said that, what was it, that the king was going to die. The king died, not our king, but another king. As we teeter on the edge of between the two, well, this was a couple of weeks ago, you might be wondering how to structure your New Year's Eve resolutions. So this lady, Baba Vanga, has a reputation for predicting the future. She's dead now, isn't she? Even though she passed away in 1996, yes, for which she even predicted the day. She could have killed herself, though. She has some astonishing success with her abilities. She predicted 9/11, Brexit, and even Princess Diana's death. She's quite spot on. So she predicted the climate would worsen. Okay. She warned that this year will be the warmest year on record. So I'm guessing that was last year. She wasn't wrong. Extreme weather at both ends of the scale. She said after 10 months of 2024, it is now virtually certain that 2024 will be the warmest year on record and the first year of more than 1.5 centigrade above pre-industrial levels. What else is she saying? She believed that medicinal advancements in treating cancer and Alzheimer's would hit a breakthrough. She was right. She had a breakthrough when it comes to treating cervical cancer, apparently. According to the WEF, the Interlace trial showed the short course of chemotherapy before general treatment went on to reduce the risk of death by 40%. That's not a cure, though, is it? Let's just admit that. War in Europe, she predicted. She has an eye for war, so it's not great news for us. Now, she reportedly predicted that one will break out in Europe next year, which will be big enough to devastate the entire continent. So this is for next year now. Let's see. A war is brewing. So a bigger war on Europe. She's then talking about aliens. She says, this is for 2025. She has a history of aliens and alien invasion, and 2025 is apparently the year we'll learn more. And it will coincide with a major sporting event. Hello, Lord Stiff Upper Lip. There we go. So, sporting event and aliens in 2025, according to Baba Vanga. Human telepathy. How I'd love to read minds. She believed that telepathy would become a real thing. Now, I believe that we're all telepathic. We really are. Because... how do you think? Like, we can all talk in our heads, can't we, without moving our lips? Nobody else can hear it, but we can still talk. That's telepathy, surely. People don't think about that. We're thinking we can actually use somebody else's voice to talk in our head. Nobody else can hear it, but we can do it. Lab-grown human organs. She's predicted for this year now, 2025. Organs will be grown in labs. A new source of energy. According to Baba Vanga, apparently sales discover a new form of energy. Didn't specify what it would be. Lewis Hamilton will win his 8th world champion. 2025 will be the year for Hamilton. So she died in 1996, so it must have been a baby when she said this. He'll move, and as he's moved to Fryer, we'll see him win the 8th title and overtake Schumacher. I actually am, and Space Cat is correct. Hello, Blackjack. But I don't know how to use it, not like she did. So, what's this? Let me get rid of this. What is that? She's predicted events that will lead to the end of the world. I don't know what that's there for. She could see into the distant future. So, she actually seen as well, apparently, the 2004 Boxing Day tsunami. Do you remember that? It's horrendous that was. Killed 220,000. Never forget that. Day.
Not far from Sumatra. Well, we were going to go caving this morning. We just about booked it. Haven't we, Trace? Just about booked it.
This is the first wave, apparently.
People inside will be all right. When they get out, probably tomorrow.
So these two were just chatting on the beach.
Then Frank called us on bat phone saying, big issue, don't go.
So the moral of the story is listen to Frank.
Frank knows. Thank you, boy.
Who's run?
Abandon ship. That was a big one, that boat.
Why wasn't that predicted? I'll never understand why they never got rid of people. So apparently, one of the person who survived it, Louise, been on holiday. Can you just imagine? She was 6 years old at the time. Can you just imagine being on holiday and that happening? You know why? It's just awful. Anyway, she predicted that as well. So let's see. So we're going to have a new form of energy. We're going to have aliens, first contact, coinciding with thank you, Rice and Peas. I'm hungry. I've had nothing to eat today, so I'm getting hungry now. Right, anyway, I'm going to go. I did an hour and 33. I did say I was going to end it on an hour and a half at the latest because I do need a wee. There's still some stories that I didn't get through. We can save till next time. I won't be live tomorrow because I'm going to be doing a stream on Monday. So I've set it up with the wrong time. I've set it up for 11. It should be set up for 4. So I'm going to go and change that now. So join me on Monday for Trump's inauguration. We're going to watch the build up to it from 4:30 UK time, 11:30 US time, Eastern time. We are going to see JD Vance become vice president. I find that weird because what would happen if JD Vance become vice president, right? And then the vice president bumped off the then to be president. He'd be president then, wouldn't he? Just saying, you know, you could, because he didn't used to like Trump, did he, JD Vance? So he could pretend to like him, and then he could become vice president, and then he could go and bump him off, you know, you don't know, do you? It's not going to happen, but it could happen. Anyway, guys, I need to go to the doctor's on Monday really badly to get this sorted out. I will see you all on Monday. Please join me. It's already set up, so hit the like, hit the notification button, and we'll have a good hopefully we'll have a good stream on Monday. And again, if you haven't seen From, get it on. It's really good. If you're into your mysteries, your horror, your supernatural. No, I don't think he would. But the point is, though, Luce, why do they swear in that first and not the main one? Surely the big guy goes in first. But anyway, there you go. I'll see you later, guys. Take care. Lots of love. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday evening. And I need to go. Hello, you. Hello, George. Georgie. Hello, my pups. Mama's asleep. Have you missed me? Have you been to the wee? George has been outside for a toilet and he's already giving me big kisses. Honestly, this dog is such a mummy's boy, aren't you? Mummy's boy. Are you mummy's boy? Are you? Yeah, he loves his mummy. He's going to be 8 months on the 24th of Jan, aren't you, dude? Yeah, do you love mama? Kisses for mama. Mwah. Mwah. I love you. Mwah. Right, I'm going to go, guys. Need a wee. Right, take care. See you on Monday. Lots of thank you to our members. And don't forget, when I'm better, hi, Pat, when I am fully better, I'm going out and about, guys. Join the membership if you want to be part of the members only live streams. The only reason why I haven't gone out yet is because I've not been well enough. Okay, I'm just easing my way back into these sort of streams. Take care, Gina. Love, lots of love. God bless. Thanks for being here. Hit the like, guys, if you enjoy the content. But I will be going out very, very soon, out and about, and I'll be doing live for the members. So come and join us, $2.99 a month for the exclusives. Anyway, thank you again to our lovely members. I do appreciate you guys. Right, take care. God bless. Bye. See you Monday.